One of the biggest challenges we have today in teaching kids or reaching kids or ministering to kids is that a lot of times we just don't understand the concept of play with kids. You know, for example, a lot of times when a kid comes up to us and they say, "Hey, will you play with me?" Many times as adults, honestly, we've just forgotten how to play. And you know, that's really awful because you got to think about it. What was some of the things that you used to love to do as a kid? Like, did you like to ride bikes? Did you like to play video games? Did you like to play board games? Like, what were some things? Playgrounds? I mean, call your friends and go on the trampoline? I mean, when was the last time that you really just sat down on the floor of your living room and just played with something? Like when did we lose that? You know, like at what point did you decide, okay, I'm an adult now, I don't have to play anymore? So what are you saying, man? Are you saying we should go and get in our big wheels and get on our bikes with our training wheels, go find our pogo stick and maybe, some of our toys that we used to play with and just go find a bunch of kids down the street and see if they'll play with us? No, man, I don't want you to get in trouble. But if you're somebody who has kids, or if you're someone that works with kids, or if you're someone who teaches kids or ministers to kids or does something with kids, you need to understand this concept of play. See, kids don't know how to say the things that adults say. Kids won't say, for example, "Man, I've had a hard day today. I worked so hard. My fingers are worked to the bone. Oh, that test wore me out." They don't know how to express that. Now, you might have some kids that do know how to communicate that. Not every kid's the same. But for the most part, kids, especially your younger age, your middle age, like 5 to 11-year-old age kids, don't always know how to express that feeling of frustration and stress. So what they do instead is they'll come up and they'll find the nearest adult that they trust, and they'll say something simple like, "Will you play with me?" Or they'll show you a toy, or they'll show you a game, or they'll show you a video. They're trying to work out a problem, and they do that with play. That's how they solve the world's problems. That's why companies like Lego and Minecraft and Roblox and all these others, that's why they're so successful, is it gives kids a creative outlet in order to work out problems. So how does this apply to my environment? Well, in ROK and reaching our kids in our environment, we actually use kids to run our kids' church. And so from the moment they step in until the moment that they leave, the kids are involved with something. They're running lights, they're running sound, media, doing choir songs, doing praise and worship leading. They're doing all these things because these are all things that kids know how to do. They know how to do all this digital and awesome stuff. What they don't know how to do is apply these things. Like worship, for example. Like you can't teach a kid how to worship except through example. And that's what we do as adults. We let them play, but then we give them guidance on how to make these practical applications for their life. And that's what ROK is all about.